I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming on.
Hello everyone and welcome to Found in the Ground. My name's Chris. This is my channel dedicated to metal detecting. Now normally I would be out there with the metal detector in a field doing a hunt and then putting a video out, but I cocked up. Last week I was out in what can only be described as a huge gale. It was ridiculous. I think it was Monday and the winds were getting up 50 to 60 million miles an hour. It was horrendous and I was having to lean into the wind just to stay in the game. And at one point I even looked around and the wind caught my flipping hat and the headphones went flying. It was that powerful. It made filming really difficult, but I carried on anyway and tried to get a video together. And then when I was transferring it, I made a horrible mistake and I actually lost my entire video for that day. So here I am doing a video about that day, but not actually on the day, if that makes sense. So I'm going to show you the finds I got really. So firstly, apologise that, you know, I messed up and you haven't got a hunt, but hopefully this will be just as interesting. He says, I've got a few finds in front of me. So as you can see, here's my finds from the day. There's just a brief look at them. So we'll come and have a look at each of these individually now and sort of go through how kind of a standard hunt works really. I was at the medieval farm in Norfolk, which is somewhere where I normally pick up hammered coins and medieval bits and bobs. I had a couple of bits of Roman there, but I mean, I'm genuinely talking a couple over like 7 years of hunting. So it's just been very sparse on that front. But it was a really good day. I was out with the legend that is Eddie Bagley and Stevie Mobbs, who's the chef from East of England Rallies, and they were both very welcome along. And there'll be a separate video, or actually I might put it in here, put a little clip of Eddie showing me an absolutely fabulous Saxon coin that he found on a hunt not too long ago. So that's well worth the wait, so stick around for that. Right, let's get into it. Let's have a look at what I found. Right, so let's start with buttons then. As you can flip in, see, I got loads of them. I think there's 20 plus buttons there. Fairly standard find, but actually that was above average for the amount, especially those 4-holers. I mean, look at that, flipping nightmare on that one. Someone asked me why I say flipping so much the other day. It's because I don't want to say any F's or Jeffs. I get really excited, so I say flipping, and I'm going to try and find some other words. Anyway, what we got on this one? It's interesting. There's some words on there, isn't there? Our, your own. Your own. Okay, really descriptive. What about this one? Ooh, Excelsior. Well, that's clear as day, isn't it? Lovely. So there's a 4-holer, so they've got little things on them, haven't they? They're worth looking at. Not so much on that one, to be fair. It could do with a better clean up than I've given it. No, nothing there. What we got on that one? No. This was a little general service one. Yeah. Look at that. Normally you get the bigger ones. Is that upside down? If I flip it? Yeah. Helps, doesn't it, if you get it the right way around? So you've got the lion and the, I don't know, is it unicorn? Why am I so bad at this? Yeah, there's creatures all jumping around and stuff. Awesome. What's this one? Hey, nipple button. That's a crazy nipple button actually. Yeah, that's about as nipply as a button could get. Still caked with muck in there. What else have we got? A couple of these quite big pewter ones. Look at those. Shinies. Some tombacks. Oh, another 4-holer. That's not something that I really ever say, but there we go. Excitement. No. some letters. Another 4-holer. Look at that lot, look. All of them 4-holers. What else? That one? Let's have a look. Nope. Smooth, no nipple business going on there. Also smooth. And another tomback with absolutely nothing on it. So there you go, that's my buttons. Millions and millions of them. Let's move over to this. Yeah. Now, this gave me a heart attack. I thought that was a Saxon cruciform brooch when it came out of the ground. I was literally in excitement overload. But turns out it's just kind of like a fleur-de-lis thing that probably mounted onto, I don't know. Could it be? Yeah, maybe, what is it, a gate bracket? Yeah, if you mounted it horizontally, like a gate bracket. That is interesting, isn't it? I wonder if that's quite old then. Yeah. Nice that, like it. What we've got over here, musket balls. 2 really, really nice examples there. One very, very grey and one very, very white. So, that's going to tell you something, isn't it? White lead, the white one there, I'm not going to lick my fingers after this. White lead versus grey. So white lead tends to be older. That's that patina building up, but also it's down to the soil types that it's in. But these are from the same field. So I can only assume that the grey one was fired not as long ago as the white one. So there we go. Interesting. And then we've got a couple of smaller ones here. We've got a pistol balls, and you can still see the sprue. Assuming that is, and that's not something else. Yeah, I think it is. I think that's the sprue for the pistol ball, and the other one's a bit knackered. I think it's been fired and spanked into something. So yeah, that was quite good. 4 there. You should always find a musket ball whenever you go out hunting. Buttons and musket balls have got to be in your day, otherwise it's not fully a day's hunting. Right, what else? Here we go. This is interesting. This is some gold. Look at that. Some shiny in there. Isn't it weird? Feels to me like it would have been something obviously with a stone set in it, and then that's set in a wider thing. And I think it would have been really fancy, because actually the effort to make those little bits and bobs, yeah, I think that's quite cool, that. Right, next on the list. Aha, yes, this mount. So this is a leather medieval mount. I think it's a bird design. That's the only thing I can really come up with. It's not the most convincing bird, but yeah. And you can tell it's a leather mount. I haven't cleaned that either. Rubbish. You've got the 2 metal pins there that would have gone through the leather and been hammered over on the other side. So that's a very classic medieval leather mount. I like them a lot. Fancy little things. You can imagine like a whole run of those, maybe like 20 or 30 across your belt all the way up there, or you know, down the side of your boots or something awesome. They would look great. Moving on. Look at this chap. Isn't he a smart fellow? Hello, good day to you, sir, with your massive, I think, sideburns. I'm not sure, because there's a bit little spanked there. I like this a lot, and I was really, really trying to work out what the heck he was up to, because he's dressed absolutely brilliantly. Such a dapper chap, isn't he? But he's got something across his shoulder, around his back, I think, which might be, I thought maybe a cricket bat, and he was holding a cricket ball, but equally he could be holding something he's taken to work, and he's munching on an apple or something. Maybe, but he looks smart. Quite thin piece of copper alloy, suggestions from certain people. One of them, a really good suggestion from Finds and others, was that this is like a tobacco tin snuff box type affair, sort of lid jobby thingy, which I quite like that. And that would be, I mean, looking at his outfit there, I guess early 1900s or into Victorian times. Beautiful, love that a lot. Right, oh, hammered there, we'll come to that. Here we go. Vicky, here she is. Good day to you, Mum. Victoria. Now, guys, for you newbies to this is a halfpenny, and it is called a young Victoria style head, or a bun head, from her earlier reign. So the dates you'll see on there should be sort of 60s and 80s. What we got there, 1886? Yeah, just see that. And there's Britannia. Quite a lot of disease and crud on there, but the detail's good. Great little thing. And it should say halfpenny, I should say, as well, across the top. Yeah, which you can just about see. Halfpenny. So you find it in a field, it's that size. Vicky halfpenny. We've got here, good day to you, sir. Georgie II. There he is. And again, for people who struggle with identifying coins, the faces go left and right and left and right in succession to each other. So, you know, George the second, like this one, he's looking over here to the left, and then Daddy will be looking over to the right, and Son will be looking over to the right, and you go through your Georgies, so you can have a good stab at them. So that is a Georgie II. We know that he's looking to the left. There would be Britannia on the back, but no, pretty much gone. And that is a halfpenny size, and you can see that in comparison with the Vicky. They're very, very similar. Georgie's slightly bigger, but not by much. Pop them on top of each other. Yeah, not by much. The pennies are massive in comparison. Moving on, what we got here? Oh, I think you'll be able to spot that already. 3 pence, 1441. 1441. 1441. Oh man. Sort it out. 1941. So who's that going to be, guys? There he is. Good day to you, sir. It's Bertie. It's George VI. That's the late Queen's dad. All right. There he is doing his thing. And that's a threepence. It's a brass coin. They clean up quite well with some effort from a Dremel. What else? 1p. Oh, God. Good day to your mum. She's under there somewhere, Queenie. Yeah, that's all we need to know about that one, isn't it? Right. Here. Okay. This one confused me, because look at this seam. It does look a bit like a ring. Can't see anything inside it. But it's shaped like a ring. Look at that curve there. And it's smooth on the inside. Dare I say it, can it fit on a finger? Yeah. See, for me, it fits right on there, look, on the wedding pinky. I think that is a ring, you know. Oh, no. Thought I had it stuck then. Right, yeah. It's a cheapy poor man's ring, definitely. If that's an O-ring of some plumbing, I'm totally skunked on it, because that, yeah, that's got to be. That is. Right. What's left? Technically the star find, but to be fair, it's not the most glorious hammered coin you're ever going to see. It's an eddy. Just about see top right hand corner there, you've got the sort of crosslet thing. To the right, you've got an E and a D just about visible. And you can see the crown and his hair. This is a halfpenny, it's a small little hammered. The very smeared, squished back on it. But again, we can see enough of the legend to suggest that says London, so I would suggest it's an Eddie London mint. Right, let's use some foil on this. So for anyone who hasn't cleaned a hammered coin with foil before, there you go, there's my bit. Don't need a lot of it. It's probably one of the best ways to just get a really nice good clean on these without messing the coin up and messing around with the patina too much. It keeps the darker areas and in the relief and sort of cleans them up to the point where you might get a little bit more detail. I really like it, but it is disgusting how you do it. So if you don't like the image of me spitting into my hand, then please turn away now. But ultimately I'm going to place this in the tin foil and spit on it. Yep, that was a good old bit of grab. So it's in there, and I'm going to turn it over. Ooh, fold the foil over, and you'll feel warmth straight away, a chemical reaction between the saliva and the foil and the silver. Really, really warm. I'm going to just gently squish it around like that. There's no heavy rubbing or anything involved. Oh, and there you go, there's the smell. Yeah, like rotten eggs. Absolutely rancid, sulphury smell that comes off. Yeah, it's not good, and it's dissolving the foil, actually dissolving it in my hand. Very random this. Anyway, hopefully going to get a little bit more detail than I had off it before. Got a bit of kitchen roll ready to go to give it a clean. It stinks. Right, let's get that kitchen roll. Yeah, there's a fair bit of detail come off there, and all you're doing is just removing a little bit of black stuff that comes off through that process. There you go, little bit, not loads. You can silver it and stuff afterwards as well, but yeah, that's made a little difference. So there we go. This is after being cleaned. I think you agree there is more detail. We can see the W a bit now, and it still keeps those darker areas in the relief, so it still looks nice and old and not overly shiny. And actually the back is looking great. Yeah, London, you can see the LONDO in the top elements of the penny there. Yeah, I think that's loads better. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was kind of my whistle stop tour of my finds. I don't normally talk about them that much when I'm out there, to be fair. There's just not the time. You know, you're trying to get a video together, so you need to be finding things to put in the video. So actually it's quite nice to sit down with the clean finds and have a little talk about them. And I'm sure there's loads of people who are starting in the hobby who haven't the foggiest what coin they've got in their hand, or what to do with it, or what age it might be, or even the buttons and why they're there and all of those elements. If you are new to the hobby, I'd look up the shoddy trade for a start. The reason most of these buttons and buckles and coins end up in fields aren't because they've been dropped there by accident. It's to do with the shoddy trade. Check it out, it really is really interesting. And the bit on cleaning hammered coins, although gross, is used by a lot of people, and it works very effectively. Right, I promised I'd show you the video from Eddie, the leg end Bagley. So yeah, watch that now. Absolutely fabulous find. Here we go. Hello Edward.
Hello.
So here we are, we're back at the car. We've had our bacon sandwiches, and Eddie's showing me a absolutely ridiculous find he's had. If we can get it out of there.
It's so ridiculous I can't get the lid off.
Yeah, it's a toughie, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Wow.
There we
Are you
go.
ready for this, guys? Oh my word. Oh my days. Look at this. That is lovely. And you've had this professionally straightened.
Yep.
Did you say, was it Barry Sherlock?
Barry Sherlock did it.
Look at that. And this is a Harther-Canute, but a slightly amended one. It's got some Edward the Confessor Pax elements to it, and
Pax Peace coin.
yeah.
And
Gosh.
then
Here we go. Oh my days.
And you
Look
can
at
see,
this. Wow.
can you see at the top of the scepter
Let's have a look.
where it goes like a fleur-de-lis?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
That's what makes it fairly unique.
The patina is something else on there, isn't it?
Yep.
Wow, that is such a thing.
It just had a fold over,
Yeah.
but I daren't touch it. So, there we are.
And you didn't know what you had, obviously, when you found it.
I didn't... Because it was bent, we thought, Father Phil said he thought that was Saxon.
Yeah.
And I never had my glasses. So,
Of course.
anyway, I Fraser Bailey,
Yeah.
I rang him and he looked at it, and I phoned Dr. Martin Allen, sent him an email, pictures of it, and then he said that, told me what that was.
You knew what you had.
Edgar Thetford Mint,
Edgar Thetford Mint. I mean,
1042.
just 1042, yeah. I couldn't dream such a find. Absolutely fantastic. I've no words. I've never held such an awesome Saxon coin. It was ridiculous. The detail, the patina, you know, everything. I mean, it'd been straightened, so it just looked so good as well, because it didn't look that great when it came out of the ground. So it was good work by Mr. Sherlock there. But just unbelievable. I mean, Eddie puts in the hours, so he deserves that. But I've never had a sniff of Saxon ever, and I can't wait for that day, which I know will happen when I undo a clod or get some mud and there'll be a Saxon coin in there, and I can enjoy that experience for myself. Absolutely fantastic. And maybe, you never know, some gold. Right, well, look, that's me done. I could waffle on forever and a day, I'm sure, but that is me done. I'm going to be getting out on some more hunts over the next few weeks, but I'm going to have a little bit of a break and go away with the missus on holiday. I'll try and keep a bit of content coming out, but ultimately I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break. Then we're hitting straight into Spring Detectival. So that's both days in Oxfordshire, I want to say. Yeah, I think it's in Oxfordshire, probably not a million miles from where we were, like Henley-on-Thames, that sort of area, where that massive horde came up, the Hambledon horde. So yeah, I'm very, really excited. Don't know a lot about the area or the land, it's just nowhere near me, but either way, it's going to be great to see everyone again. Loads of the LP crew are going to be down there. So if you see us, come and say hello. I've got some stickers to give away, happy to give them. You can stick them on your metal detector. I'll have the Manticore with me, so if you want to have a look and a feel with the Manticore, please do come along and say hello and have a go. Right, genuinely, that's all from me now. Thanks ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, please give me a comment. If you'd like to see this thing a bit more often, then let me know if it's useful. I know the old timers, it's probably not, but if you are new to the hobby and found it useful, let me know. Thanks guys, give me a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.
I never really put up a fight, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. Listen to me as I slowly